This video is going to be about comparing, and I know there's so many videos out there telling you not to compare yourself to other people. So this is going to be a different spin, telling you why it's good to compare yourself to other people, because it can inspire gratitude. Sometimes people, it's easy to look at other people's lives and think their lives are so great. Or sometimes, to feel sorry for myself. I have often and thought, why don't I have this thing that other people have? Or why can't my life be better? Or what's wrong with my life? I'm watching this video right now from this expat in the Philippines, and it's just a very heart-wrenching reminder. And they're all around us, of other people whose lives are so much worse. And I think it can inspire compassion and gratitude, I guess, unless you like to be in pain. This gentleman is an expat in the Philippines. He went there with enough money to live for, I don't know how long. I don't quite get the conversion rate, but he met a bunch of different women, didn't really spend much money on any of them, or nothing at all. And then he met this one. He's in his 50s, she's 19, and she basically is a very emotionally walled off bitch who used him for his money, and he doled out the money to her and her family and built a house. And when she got pregnant, they have twins, and now that he's out of money, he's all skinny because he doesn't have food, and they wanted to deport him. She wanted to deport her husband because he's out of money. She just used him for his money, and I feel bad for him. Yeah, that's what I want to make. I'm like, I have to make a video about this. I know, I'm about to go to bed. This is my bedtime. I know I don't look the best, but I want to make a video about it. And then, you can also look at, he talked about how she was, there's a word for it, angry a lot, complaining a lot, and then she would just clam up, and she was just never happy. She wasn't happy, but he's still in love with her. So, guys, women are not always sweet and whatever. You gotta be super careful that the woman is into you. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, another situation where their relationship was just super toxic. Like, a lot of times it's easy to look at other people's relationships and think they're so great, but I don't know anyone who's honest on social media about their relationship. And certainly in privacy, not always then. Also, sometimes it's good to compare yourself to people you think their life is perfect, because deep down you have to know that parts of it aren't. Like people who are really rich. I remember when I was younger and married, and I had wished I'd married one of these other husbands who made more money or were better looking. What I didn't realize at the time is that men who make a lot of money and are good looking are often very egocentric, narcissistic, grandiose, cheat all the time, and are gone a lot because they're working. I didn't know that at the time. So they may go around smiling like Jackie Kennedy went around smiling, while her husband was just basically a philanderer who had many women every week and cheated on her with her sister. And when she had her first baby that was stillborn, he was on the other side of the world with one of his mistresses. And then he said, I don't need to come home because the baby's dead anyway. What's the point? That's who she was married to. But when you look at her pictures, Jackie, oh, she's so stylish. She's so classy. And to me, she always seemed so beautiful. I love her sense of style and her beauty. But under that beauty are all those hidden feelings. She's not allowed to complain or feel anything. She had to always smile, and people admired her, looked up to her, wished they were her. I wouldn't want to be her. Then after her husband was shot, 8 months after, she was still grieving. I guess she really loved him. And her mom said, it's been 8 months, now snap out of it. It's that we don't have feelings thing. And it's easy to compare ourselves to other people, but we don't know how they actually feel in that life that they have. They might have a better body, they might have more money, they might have, kids, maybe you don't have kids, or they might be married and you might be single, or maybe they're single and you're married, but you don't know how they feel in that life. So when you compare yourself to other people, think about how they feel. Now, another thing I want to say about comparison is sometimes I compare myself to other people and I do feel envious. And what I try to do then is just not think about those other people. Think about the people that have less than me, like the guy in the Philippines whose family doesn't want him anymore. Just because he's broke. His wife doesn't want him anymore. And also, it's a lot about reframing thoughts. Sometimes I have to remind myself, I'm going to go off on a tangent about thoughts, which is that when I was younger, there are parts of my body I didn't like at all, and I still have those same aspects. And now I don't even care, because I used to listen to Louise Hay, and she, in my late teens, and she brought out the idea of that our thoughts can be changed. Like the way I feel is just the thoughts that I have, and I can change my thoughts. So instead of thinking about how my legs are bow-legged, let's say, because that's one thing that really bothered me. I hated my legs. And I thought, well, I'm not going to think about my bow legs. Instead, I'll think about something I like about myself, like my ears. I love my ears. They're so cute. So, that's about comparing too. Like, a lot of comparing has to do with the thoughts that I have. Yeah, and now I really like my body. And when I think about my wrinkles, I'm like, okay, don't think about those wrinkles. Just feel my joy inside and feel that instead of the wrinkles. And it's actually working, because I notice I feel prettier. Not right now. It's bad lighting right now. Anyway, so to sum up comparison, I think comparison is not something to judge ourselves for, because it lets us feel compassion and empathy for other people. It reminds us to not look at the superficial and really go more about how other people are feeling. And that also our thoughts about comparing ourselves, or the thoughts about ourselves, are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. Whew. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. And I got these little pajamas from J. Crew. I love them. They're so lightweight and breezy, and they have little shorts with them. Like, I love them. J. Crew. They're having a summer sale. Anyway, no, I don't know if these were on sale, but a lot of their stuff is 50% off. So, all right. Have a good night, everyone.